Hello everybody and welcome to my channel where you get the best sales, entrepreneurship and personal development content in the whole wide world. I'm Michelle Expert, and one thing about this channel is that we love making our money and we love holistic wellness. So if you are somebody that is a side hustler, or you potentially want to start a side hustle, you want to grow your business via social media, you want to develop a social media presence, or you're looking for multiple ways to actually make money, and within all of that trying to develop yourself as a person through holistic wellness, reading books and just having a good time in life, you need to subscribe to this channel. So on today's video, it's literally not going to be long. I really want to talk about something that is I think a mere conversation that I had with somebody, and this sentence just really got stuck in my head, and that is that, is life really short? Very interesting, because I think we get in a lot of conversations where we talk about these things and we open up the conversations and we have YOLO signs and we talk about how life is so short and you need to do this and you need to do that and you need to do this and you need to do that. And I thought to myself, that's a very interesting way to put it. But is it really short? I mean, I look at myself in my currently right now going to my late 20s, and I'm like, is it really short if I'm seeing people that are living up to 60, that are living up to 70? I mean, of course, it's not guaranteed, and we're doing all of this work and all of these things that we can get to where we want to get. But is life really short? Because if you really truly look at it, the answer to that question is that it's not. So why are we making decisions that are not going to keep us for the long run? Why are we immediately gratifying ourselves at the cost of the future that we really want to have? You know, and this is something that has really been stuck in my heart quite a lot, in terms of just being able to open up my mind and say, okay, if I'm saying that this is for the long run, and ideally I'd love it to be for the long run, what are the steps and what are the things that I need to do to be able to get myself to that? And one of the biggest things I got, which I really want to share with you guys in this video, I actually got this from a TD Jakes sermon, by the way, but I've just been expanding it in my head, is that patience and strategy equals gratification. So one of the things that I picked up, well, that I think that's pretty obvious to all of us, is that we all want gratification, right? At the core of whatever it is that we're doing is an end result of something. So if you're working hard, you want to earn money because there's something that you want to do with that money. That is a form of gratification. But these two things become so important: patience and strategy. If you have been on any of my Twitter spaces, if you don't follow me on social media, this is the best time to do so. All my links are down here below. But one of the things that I basically scream about all the time, and I talk about quite a lot, is strategy. You cannot get the results that you want if you do not have strategy. I've shared with you guys multiple ways you can actually begin to carve out a strategy for yourself, or not in detail, but I've kind of given you guys a bit of a brief, and recently shared a video about how I grew my Instagram from 3,000 to 10,000 to over 10,000 followers were in less than 3 weeks, and that was all because there was a strategy in place. So one of the biggest things that I realized that we need to carry on into, you know, the coming year, actually 2022, and where we are right now, is point blank strategy. Do you have a strategy for the things that you want right now? Do you have strategy for what it is that you actually want to do? Because I even fell into this hole for quite a long time, where I had these things that I really wanted to do and I was very serious about them, but I just did not have a proper strategy on how I was going to get there. So time would pass and I would be very frustrated because I'm not getting to where I thought I would get, but there was really no strategy to like get me there. So let me just break down what we mean when we talk about strategy. I feel like sometimes people mistake it for like a plan, right? You know that, for instance, if you say to yourself that you're trying to travel or you want to drive 10-40 kilometers to somewhere, right? The idea around that is that that is the plan. The plan is that's what you want to do, but you need to then have a strategy that breaks all of that into bite-sizable pieces. I don't know if that's the right way to actually explain it, that would be able to help you implement it. So for you to be able to get there, what are the things that you need to do? Do you need to pack a bag? Do you need to prepare? That's how strategy begins. It's you now being able to put that down and say, okay, I need to pick this bag. bag. I need to have this much amount of money for petrol, gas, whatever it is that you use, diesel, whatnot. I need to get my car washed. I need to do this. And then on the day, for me to be able to get there, I need to use this route and that route and this route. And probably before I leave, I also need to eat. You know, all those steps are very crucial in helping you have, I think in helping you move and have quite a great journey, because you've already kind of pre-planned it and you already know how you're going to get there. The biggest thing for me in terms of growing my social media platform, I mean, it was already there, but it just skyrocketed to another level that I really, you know, I expected, but I was just like, oh my God, this is really good. But it was all merely because I'd been talking a lot about a strategy that I had been implementing and the results that I wanted from that strategy. And that's the most important plan about a strategy. It's just not this plan that you put in place, but you need to have tangible results that you want to meet as soon as you have that. So if you say to yourself that I want, or I am going to implement the strategy over a month, what is the end result you want after that strategy has been implemented? Do you want 10K followers? Do you want to make 10K more from your business? Do you want to be able to start the business? Do you want to launch? Whatever it is that you want to do is definitely going to be possible, but you now need to have the second secret sauce that you need to add to strategy, which is patience. This is a very, 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 very big thing. A lot of people talk about how we are such a microwave generation and we want everything so quick. And I think that is a lot to say about patience. You will not follow through with your strategy if you do not have patience. And that is one of the biggest things that I have learned over my life. What happened with me, and I've told the story I think multiple times, is that when I left the workplace and wanting to do my own thing, I had this expectation that things were going to work out for me, like they were going to skyrocket and I was going to make lots of money and I was going to be this beautiful entrepreneur. And it unfortunately did not turn out like that. I remember at some point even wanting to go back to my job because I'm like, this is hard, this is difficult, and I'm not making a lot of money. But when I look back right now, I remember filming a video on patience that is actually on this channel. And I remember just believing that God is laying that in my heart, that just be patient and keep working. I knew I had a strategy. When I left corporate, I knew that this is something that I wanted to do and this is how I'm going to do it. But what was so hard for me at that time is carving out, is really, I think, being patient, sitting down and saying, this thing might take 2 years. Am I really okay with that? This thing might take more than I actually thought it would. Am I really okay with that? And that is one of the biggest secret sources that I think you need to apply to strategy so that you can get the gratification that you need. And this has been a word that's really been on my heart, on my mind, and in my spirit, just saying that patience plus strategy is equals to the gratification that I need. So whatever it is I want to work on right now, if I still want, which is something that I'm still doing, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and do so. And if you do, just literally be on the lookout on my stories and on my actual page as well, right? I'm still rolling out an Instagram strategy to continuously grow my Instagram. And I have an end result, but what I know is I also need to be very patient because it's not going to happen overnight. I'm not going to get 10K followers overnight, but I need to be able to be patient. And I think those things brought together will definitely give anybody the results that they need. So the biggest reason I'm also sharing this is we're also getting to a point where a lot of people are sharing, or rather planning, their 2022 goals and putting together 2022 strategies for their business, for their finances, for their lives, whatever the case that it may be for you. And these are two things that I really want to just impart on you to begin to apply. You need to have strategy. So whatever it is that you're planning to do, you need to have strategy for it. This is a conversation that we are going to have a lot on this channel. I'm going to be sharing more detailed videos on how, just the step by step on how you can begin to have that strategy for yourself. But more than anything, I'm sure you've got an idea of how you can put together a step-by-step plan for you to do whatever it is that you want to do and what you want to achieve for, you know, your social media page, your business, and whatever the case is. And I think once you have that, you need to apply a little bit of patience, and then you would be able to have the gratification that you need. And these are important things to definitely remember as we get into 2022, because we are planning right now. And if you haven't started planning for 2022, I need you to get up right now, go grab a pen and paper and start doing something, okay? Because that is very important. We need to start planning for the coming year. It is very important. You've got the time right now. I know a lot of people do their plans, I think, around December, but if you've got ideas and you've got things or stuff that you haven't managed to get through this year, start planning, start strategizing, start finding ways that you can actually get that to where you need to get. So you can actually get that to the gratification that you need. You can get that to that big business that you need, to that big social media profile that you need, to that whatever it is that you want it to be, which is very important. So with all of that said, I hope that this was impactful for you. I am going to be bringing you guys a lot more content. There's a lot of things that are going to change in this channel, and that is definitely one of them, because like I always say to you guys, no matter what happens, consistency is my middle name, and so should it be for you. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys a lot of content, and let me know in the comment section what would you like to see more on my channel based on the things that I talk about on my Twitter spaces, on Twitter and on Instagram as well. All my social media links are down below, and if you're not subscribed to the channel and you are literally at the end of this video, I don't know what you're trying to say to me, but you better do the right thing. Okay, and subscribe to this channel. I love you guys so much, and thank you for the love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.